Hi, I'm Melody.
I'm Candi.
And I'm Gabe.
And you're listening to
Quirks,
Bumps,
and Bruises. So embarrassing, awkward moments. You know, the kind that when you're in the middle of them are not funny at all.
No.
You kind of want to cry.
Painful.
Hide under a tree or something. But later on, when you look back, it's like, that is hysterically funny. And so we're talking about that. And what got us just wanting to delve into this a little further is sending the wrong text to somebody that you meant to go to somebody else. And as soon as it is instantaneous that you push the send button, and while you're pushing it, you're thinking, don't do it. And you push it and send it anyway. And then it's the wrong person. Has that ever happened to you?
Oh, yeah, more times than I'd like to admit. Thankfully,
nothing ever too bad.
Nothing too serious. Or, but there are still some things you have to cover. Like, say something innocent like, Melody, it's your birthday and we're planning a party. Mm-hmm. And so I may be talking to Gabe, who's actually joining us on the phone right now. I couldn't be here. So he's on the line with us. And I may say, hey, let's plan a party for Melody. And because I said Melody's name, I'm thinking about her and I actually go send it to her. I've done that a bunch of times. Yeah. But, maybe something that was a little more intimate of, I'm struggling with something, Melody. I need you to pray about this. So I have sent that to somebody else. And then you feel, you got to explain when they're like, well, don't worry about it. You don't have to tell me about it. Well, then you feel like you have to. Well, let me go into the story with you. Yeah. So, yeah, I've done that a few times.
Gabe, you ever had one of those situations where you just, big oops?
Oh, absolutely. I can't think of specifics right now because it just happens so frequently that I don't think that it's really one standout instance. I know we're talking about autocorrect, but autocorrect also gets me a lot, and even that to the wrong person. One thing that's gotten me several times is, just changing one letter in a word. It can change the entire word. And I'll just say this. On the keyboard, the U and the I are right beside each other, and that's got me in trouble before.
I'm assuming you don't want to elaborate on that.
I will shut my mouth on that.
I got you.
Like funny texts, like there was someone who had sent a text to someone that worked with her, and she said, hey, this is so-and-so, and would you mind taking my 5 to 9 shift tonight? And the person responds back, no, I would be glad to. And then the person that sent the initial text says, you are the best. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. And she sends back a text that says, by the way, you have the wrong number. You probably better get ready for work. So they're just playing with them. Like, I know someone who literally will play with people like that for long periods of time. And also on the telemarketing phone calls will just go on forever.
Gabe.
Just go on forever. And they may be in the ministry too. But
it's a little hobby of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are just funny, and a little embarrassing, but not maybe quite as bad as like real live, embarrassing, awkward moments. And Candi, I know you, and I can see by the look on your face right now that you have a story to tell. So tell, my friend, tell.
Y'all, this is really bad and really embarrassing. Like, I think I was scarred. I had a few years of a lot of scars from this event, but true story. And I remember it like it was yesterday. Now, this was probably 20 years ago. It's been a long time. And I remember I was at a J.C. Penney's in our mall, and we still have that. And I still get a little embarrassed, when I go into this bathroom at that mall. And I was trying to use the bathroom. I was the only one in there. Okay, 17 years old, pretty sensitive time in a girl's life. And so I'm using the bathroom, and I realize there's no toilet paper in this stall. None whatsoever. So, okay, what do you do? What should you do in this situation? So I yelled, is anybody in here? Hello? I need some toilet paper. Nobody's in there. Nobody answers. Nothing. So I sat there a few more minutes. Just one. Like, what do I do? And still did not hear anybody come in. So I decided to walk out of the stall.
Oh, no.
And I'm not going to tell you how I walked out of the stall because I feel like you could probably figure it out yourself.
Yeah, we got it.
I'm assuming you walked out of the stall. I'll just say it. And your pants were not pulled up.
Correct.
Okay. I thought I'd just get that out there.
But it was a women's bathroom and nobody was in there.
Mm-hmm.
For like 5 whole minutes. Nobody was in there. And then the moment...
Because you were going to go get paper towels or some other toilet paper.
I was going to go to the next stall over just to get some toilet paper. Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, this woman in her 30s walks in. Beautiful, put together, classy woman. She walks into the bathroom. And here I am standing there in all my glory. And I know she thought, what is this woman doing? And I did not even have the nerve to speak to her and tell her, ma'am, I just needed toilet paper. Like, I was so embarrassed. That hot, warm feeling that comes all over your body when the most embarrassing thing happens to you. And I just ran into the stall.
I ran into the stall. 2 questions. Did she run out?
No.
Because I ain't going to lie. If I walked into that, I'd be like, see you later.
She stayed, didn't say a word. We didn't speak to each other. We just stood there like with that awkward, what is going on? And she went into her stall and I ran into the next one and was able to get some toilet paper.
Did you stay in that stall until she left?
Oh, yeah. I wait till she washed her hands.
She was around the corner, though, somewhere in that store watching you when you came out.
Oh, I gave her like 30 extra minutes to get out of the store because I was so embarrassed. And when you're the thing of embarrassing moments, when you're with a friend or somebody you know, you can laugh about it and joke and be like, oh, that was so crazy. But I was by myself. So I had to walk all the way out of the store and all the way to my car knowing what I had just done. And
did you leave the store immediately? You didn't stay?
Yeah. And
What's really funny about that is that you said this was, you were 17?
Yeah.
So you're actually really lucky that this was so long ago that smartphones didn't exist.
Right.
Because, that girl would have went right out of that bathroom and got on TikTok and been like, y'all ain't going to believe what just happened to me.
Yep. She would have had her own podcast.
Oh, yeah. But because this was so long ago, that story is only known when you tell it.
It's only in your brain.
It's a disservice to humanity.
And I have known you for at least, about 17 years, right? We've known each other that long, and you have never told me that story.
Well, do you understand why? Yeah, all I got to say is you and Gabe, y'all better top that one.
Well...
Oh, my.
My most embarrassing also involves my pants down.
How am I the only one in this group that doesn't have a pants down story?
Well, you better be thinking of one if you want to fit in. So I'm going to have a colonoscopy.
Oh, no. Oh, I know this story.
Yes, I'm going to have a colonoscopy. And I'm there. First one. I've had 2 now. This was the first one, so I didn't really know, what to expect.
And you're out of it. I mean, you're out of it.
Well, I wasn't yet. I wish I had been, but I wasn't. So I can't say that. But they prep you for this surgery, and then when they take you into where they're actually going to do the procedure, they ask you to roll over onto your side, and you have an open gown.
Thank you for that visual.
Picture that. So
y'all just full of visuals today.
I know. So you were there pretty much in all of your glory.
Right. But they
to
see this
whoever
every
is
day.
standing behind you.
You don't know them. I mean, it's every day.
Yeah, you don't know them, but they may know you.
Oh, dear.
Because these are the words I hear. Oh, this is the doctor getting ready to do this procedure. Right before they put the the mask on you for
laughing gas
for you to go out.
Yeah.
This is what I hear. Oh, you're Melody from the Morning JoyRide. I listen to you every morning. Oh, and by the way, I go to church with Daniel, who was with me at the time on the show.
And I'm going to tell him all about this.
And so I look over my shoulder and go, oh, it's nice to meet you.
Give me the gas. Give me the gas.
Yes. And then, when you wake up from the procedure, you're thinking, please tell me that was just a dream.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. There he was again. Saying again.
How embarrassing.
I love listening to you on the JoyRide. So, yeah, that was one of my and I don't know if it was as embarrassing as it was just awkward.
Yeah.
Just an awkward moment when you just, there are some people you never want to meet like out in public. Your doctor is one of them.
Especially a colonoscopy doctor.
I know, but now me and him on first name basis. But Gabe, what about you? Gabe's on the phone with us today. Couldn't be here in the studio, but have you had like the most embarrassing moment ever?
Well, I feel like I live in an embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
And putting a live microphone in front of my face just, enhances that.
Right.
Have y'all ever seen The Truman Show?
Yeah.
With Jim Carrey,
Yes.
where he's living in a TV show, but he's totally unaware of it.
Oh, yeah.
He was born there, and everyone around him, even his wife, is an actor. And there's someone in a control room pressing buttons and talking to microphones saying, okay, now walk in front of him or go do this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm in The Truman Show because it's so much so that I can't even really think of a specific instance right now of an awkward or just a embarrassing moment, because I feel like my life is one continuous embarrassing, awkward moment. And there's somebody sitting in China pressing buttons, watching me drive my car, like, ooh, let's make that deer run out in front of him right now. And they press a button and this deer runs out, or it starts raining on me, or, so I don't know.
You just feel like you're in a candid camera episode.
I
like
truly
24
do
hours a
feel like
day?
that, because such crazy things happen that I'm just like, does this truly happen to anyone else?
Mm-hmm. There have been moments like that for me, what you're talking about, Gabe, where I'm thinking, am I on camera? Like, are they pranking me? Wasn't there a show one time called Punked or something where all it was just,
Or like candid camera where they got you. Yeah.
but it's good.
Yeah.
And I remember one particular time I was sitting in a movie theater with my daughter, and she will vouch for this story. It was me and her in this whole theater by ourselves. I kid you not. Someone came in and sat down beside of us.
In that big old movie room?
Right beside of us. I'm not talking
that's
in front
awkward.
a couple of rows or a few rows back, or even we were kind of in the middle of the theater, in the middle of the row, right? Because nobody was in there. We just got the best seat in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And they came and sat right beside of us. And I just remember thinking, there's a camera on me.
And did they stay there the entire time?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
That was just an odd thing. That was just
No kidding.
I would never do that. Like if I walked into a theater and there's two people sitting in the middle row of the middle of the theater, I'm either going to sit 3 or 4 rows up or 3 or 4 rows back, wouldn't you?
That's funny. Yeah. That's
And
weird.
even if
Maybe
you're on
they
the
were
same
lonely.
row, there's a 2-seat minimum unwritten rule.
Oh no, it was not with this person.
Wow.
I've ended up sharing my popcorn in a slushie. But it was just crazy. Have you ever just had that happen where, Candy, where you were just like, is this really happening to me?
Yeah. I mean, certain people will come up and they'll say things to you and you're like, okay, I know that somebody's got a camera around because you're videoing this. Like, you cannot be real and you cannot be serious right now. So yeah, those things happen a lot, but not quite like they do you.
Mm-hmm.
As y'all were telling that story, in my brain, I went through and I picked out an instance very similar to that melody. And I don't know if y'all have heard this story or not, but I got 2 things real quick. Literally, as we are talking about this right now, I just got a text about some news headlines.
Mm-hmm.
And the person said, sorry, wrong text.
Oh, that's
'Cause I
so
was like,
funny.
What? And y'all were it's a group text for some people here at the radio station. And then it's some news headlines. And I'm like, why are they talking about that randomly? Sorry, wrong text.
Oh, that's funny.
So in the moment as it's happening.
Yeah, that's cool.
But a time that has happened to me, I will categorize this as most awkward. Because here's the thing, because of my outgoing personality and just my wear your heart on your sleeve approach to life, it's rare for me to get embarrassed, like truly embarrassed.
We know.
It does happen. But y'all, I got no shame.
We know that too.
But if I would classify the most awkward moment, I was in Rome, Italy. And there might have been a camera on this. And I don't know if y'all have heard the story or not.
No.
Are you serious? Like you were literally in Rome?
Oh, yeah. I had just graduated high school.
Where'd this story come from?
I was 18 years old. See, I had to go through my brain because I'm telling you, this happens. Like, it's things like this every day. Technically, I'm in Vatican City. So I'm in the Vatican City, in the Vatican.
Eating pasta.
Right. Yeah. So we go to the Vatican. For anybody that doesn't know, that's the Mike Daddy Big Cheese of all Catholic churches. All
I'm sure they would appreciate that definition.
Yeah. I am 18 years old, raised in an independent Baptist church, ain't never been in a Catholic church in my life. And now I'm in the big cheese of all Catholic churches of the entire world. And we are walking through the tourist section because it's roped off. You walk in, you can see, all the statues and the stained glass, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's just breathtaking, of course. But there is a roped off section where local worshipers come in, and there's somebody walking through, with all the ceremonial smoke, going all the incense and all that. So we're actually getting ready to witness that a little bit, which is really cool. And we're in the tourist section, so I'm not thinking anything about it. And off to the side wall of one of the big corridors are all these confession booths. And I'm like, well, that's really cool. Now, again, I've never been in a Catholic church in my life. I ain't never seen a confession booth. We don't do that in a Baptist church.
Did you go in?
What? Of course I did. Have you met me? I'm like, well, this is cool.
He thought it was the bathroom. That's not true, is it? You got
is that
quiet
holy water?
there.
That's holy water, right?
Oh, dear.
Oh, my goodness.
So I go up in this little confession booth. It's like one little step up, and then there's a place to kneel. So I go up in there, and it's all wooden, and I'm in this little confession booth, and I'm just checking it out. Like, this is so cool. There's like little pictures of Jesus and crucifix and all this. And I'm like, all right, nice. Okay. And then behind the bars where the priest would sit,
there was a priest.
I'm looking through, and this is the tourist section. So I'm like, this is open to tourists. So I look over, and there is a wax figure priest in there, like a mannequin thing in there. And I'm like, well, this is awesome. This is like the real thing. They spared no expense, People been paying for their sins around here. And I look, and his eyes move. It was a real confession booth. Here, little old Baptist me, I'm up in this confession booth, and my eyes meet him. And I probably needed to pay for what I said.
What did
I needed
you say?
confession then. Well, I'm just saying probably. I don't remember.
Oh.
But if
that's
you're
what
looking
they
up
all
and you expect
say.
to be a mannequin, and their eyes move, and he's probably thinking, who is this dumb American coming up in here thinking this is tourist section?
Oh, my word. Did you stay and repent for a few?
Yeah, Father, forgive me.
I ran.
For I have sinned.
Oh, I did. I ran.
You ran?
Well, I got out of there quick. And I went back and joined the group.
There wasn't a ghost. It was a priest.
But I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was going to be a mannequin. I thought it was there for looks, for photo ops.
Well, only
but
you,
the Father,
Gabe.
Son, and the Holy Ghost was watching me.
Yeah, that's right. That's
so
right.
So was Father, whatever his name was.
Only you. Well, awkward moments are, like I said, not so fun. Embarrassing moments, not so fun in the middle of them. But hey, life would be so much more boring without those moments.
Thanks for listening to the Quirks, Bumps, and Bruises podcast with Melody, Candi, and Gabe. If you enjoyed the show, please take a moment to subscribe, rate, and share the podcast. You can learn more at joyfm.org.